There is power within you, a power waiting to be unleashed, but to truly step into your full potential, you must break through the boundaries that have been holding you back. Boundaries are not just physical, they are mental, emotional, and self-imposed. They are the limitations that you've allowed to dictate what you can and cannot do. But today, right now, it's time to break those boundaries and realize that you are capable of so much more than you think. The first step to breaking your boundaries is recognizing that they exist. These boundaries are often disguised as doubts, fears, and beliefs you've picked up over the years. They've become a part of who you are, but they don't define you. You have the ability to stretch beyond them, to go further than you ever thought possible. It's time to question everything you thought you knew about your limitations. The truth is, they're not real. They're just stories you've told yourself. And today, you can choose a new story. We all have boundaries, but the key is to understand that they are not permanent. Boundaries are not walls, they are barriers waiting to be broken. Every time you push past one of your own limits, you grow stronger. You expand your comfort zone, and that's where real transformation happens. It doesn't happen when you stay safe, when you stay within the lines. It happens when you take risks, when you choose discomfort, and when you break through your boundaries to achieve something greater. Most of the time, the biggest boundaries we face are the ones within our own minds. We tell ourselves that we're not ready, not capable, or not good enough. We convince ourselves that we have to wait for the right time, the perfect moment when everything aligns. But let me tell you something, the perfect time doesn't exist. The right moment is now. You don't need permission, you don't need everything to be perfect, you just need to take that first step and break through the mental boundaries that have been holding you back. The most powerful thing you can do is to take action, even when you're not sure what the outcome will be. The fear of failure holds so many people back from chasing their dreams. But failure isn't the enemy, it's the teacher. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. You can't break your boundaries by staying in your comfort zone, by playing it safe. You break them by facing the unknown, by taking action in the face of uncertainty, and by refusing to let fear dictate your choices. It's important to remember that breaking boundaries isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to know every step of the way. What matters is that you take the first step and then the next one, and the next one after that. Each step you take is a victory, a step further away from the limits you once thought were impossible to overcome. Don't worry about making mistakes, focus on moving forward. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Every great achievement in history was once considered impossible. But someone, somewhere, decided to challenge the boundaries that others had set. They chose to go beyond what was thought to be achievable, and that's how they changed the world. You can be one of those people. You have the same ability to break boundaries and create something remarkable. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is your willingness to push beyond what you think you're capable of. Don't let other people's boundaries become your own. So many times we allow the limitations of others to shape our thinking. We hear someone say, "That's not possible," or "That's too difficult," and we internalize it. But their limits are not your limits. Just because someone else hasn't done it doesn't mean it can't be done. In fact, you may be the one who is meant to break the mold, to do what others thought was impossible. Your potential is not defined by the limitations of those around you. To break your boundaries, you must first believe that you are capable. Self-doubt is the greatest barrier of all. It tells you that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve success, or that you're not ready for the challenges ahead. But you are more than capable. You have the strength, the intelligence, and the drive to break through every boundary that stands in your way. The only thing you need to do is believe in yourself and your ability to overcome anything that comes your way. Success doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from facing them head-on, from stepping into the discomfort and pushing through it. The most successful people are not the ones who never fail, they are the ones who fail, learn, and keep going. Each time they break through a boundary, they grow stronger and more confident in their ability to handle whatever comes next. You can do the same. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to expand your capacity, become more resilient, and build the mental and emotional strength required to keep pushing forward. Breaking your boundaries means taking responsibility for your own life. Too often, we blame external circumstances, other people, or bad luck for our setbacks. But the truth is, we have control over how we respond to challenges. We have the power to choose how we move forward. By taking ownership of your decisions, your actions, and your mindset, You can break through any boundary that tries to hold you back. Your success is in your hands, and it starts with the decision to take control and push forward. Many people wait for the perfect conditions before they take action. But the truth is, the conditions will never be perfect. If you wait for everything to be just right, you'll never start. The key to breaking your boundaries is to take imperfect action. Start with what you have. Start where you are. You don't need all the answers, and you don't need everything to be in place. What you need is the courage to begin, to make the first move, and to trust that the rest will follow. The grind will show you the way. Your boundaries are not set in stone. They can be expanded, shattered, and completely reinvented. But to do that, you have to push past the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, and the fear of change. Growth happens in the spaces where you're uncomfortable, where you feel uncertain, and where you feel pushed to your limits. Those moments are where the magic happens. It's when you step into the discomfort, face the challenge head-on, and push beyond your perceived limitations that you begin to grow into the person capable of achieving your dreams. You will face resistance. You will face obstacles. You will face people who doubt you and tell you that it can't be done. But you are stronger than you think. Every obstacle is an opportunity for you to prove to yourself that you are capable of more. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone, to avoid the struggle. But that's not where growth happens. Growth happens when you push past the resistance, when you face the challenge, and when you break your boundaries with unwavering determination. Breaking your boundaries requires consistency. It's not about big, grand gestures, it's about the daily decisions to keep pushing, to keep working, and to keep improving. Every small step you take towards your goal is a step toward breaking the boundaries that stand in your way. It's the commitment to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's the discipline to keep going when the results aren't immediate. Consistency is what will ultimately break your boundaries and lead you to success. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of intentional, focused effort over time. Every time you push yourself, you're not just moving closer to your goal, you're becoming the kind of person who can handle that success. Breaking your boundaries is about more than just achieving a goal, it's about the transformation that happens within you as you work toward it. You're building not only the skill set you need, but the mindset that will carry you through any obstacle. There will be times when you want to quit. There will be times when the road feels too long, the obstacles too great, and the dream too far away. But these are the moments when you have to dig deep, when you have to find the strength to keep going. Every time you feel like quitting and you choose to keep moving forward, you are breaking a boundary. You are proving to yourself that you are capable of handling anything and that you won't stop until you reach your destination. Surround yourself with people who push you to break your boundaries. The people you spend time with have a direct impact on your mindset and your actions. If you surround yourself with people who encourage you to stay comfortable, who tell you it's okay to settle, then you'll never break through your limitations. But if you surround yourself with people who challenge you, who believe in your potential, and who push you to go further, you'll start to see new possibilities. Choose your circle wisely and let their belief in you fuel your determination to break your boundaries. To break your boundaries, you must be willing to get uncomfortable. Growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you push yourself to the edge, when you do the things that scare you, and when you tackle challenges that feel out of your league. It's in those moments of discomfort that you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable. Embrace the discomfort, because that's where your true growth lies. Your boundaries are only as strong as your willingness to break them. Every time you break a boundary, you expand your potential. What once seemed impossible becomes your new baseline. Each time you push yourself beyond what you thought you could do, you build the confidence to go even further. Your growth is a continuous journey, and every boundary you break is a stepping stone to the next level. The more boundaries you break, the more you realize how limitless you truly are. Understand that breaking your boundaries is not an event, it's a process. It's a continual journey of pushing your limits, challenging your beliefs, and growing into the person you need to be to reach your goals. Don't expect overnight success, and don't be discouraged if things take longer than you expect. The journey is as important as the destination. Every day that you rise up and push past your limitations, you are breaking new ground and becoming stronger. Break your boundaries by making decisions that align with your goals. Every day you are faced with choices. Some choices are easy, others are difficult, but each choice is a reflection of your commitment to breaking your boundaries. When you choose what's best for your future, when you choose to push past your comfort zone, you are taking steps toward your goals. Every decision matters. Choose wisely and let each decision bring you one step closer to breaking your boundaries.